The battle. Yesterday morning I finished yoga and was supposed to get up from my laying position and feel good about using these 30 minutes to improve my breathing and strength. I stayed down. My body would not move except for a bunch of tears streaming onto the floor. This position feels more honest to me right now than any upright, contributing to society position. Right now, I'd rather be honest than great. I'd rather be cohesive than impressive. A pile of parts on the floor. I've had this picture in my head, and yesterday my body was able to meet down there with my mind and my heart. It was awful, but it was not hell. Hell is not that beautiful. A couple of weeks ago I had to lay down. I thought I was sick until I realized I was just sad. I allowed myself to cry, then got up and I felt fine. It was painful, but it was not hell. Hell isn't that honest. I don't really care about the afterlife hell right now. I'm trying to live today. What happens after death feels too impractical. But I am becoming increasingly aware of another, more immediate and available hell. One I feel much more drawn to than the afterlife one. One I feel much more familiar with. I've spent a lot of time here, separated, fragmented. Part of me is still back in real life, in moments which actually are, but my mind is here, in the future, controlling, deciding what others think, deciding what things will happen to me and to my family, deciding how and why, creating my own universe. Part of me is here, the rest of me is back in real life, and in being both places, I basically am being nowhere. I'm not being at all. I'm worrying, I'm controlling, but it's pretending. None of it's real. And while I stay neither here nor there, while I remain in a state of non-being, of non-living, real life continues, and I miss it. Non-being. Separated not only from myself, but from my wife, my kids, my family and friends. And if God is life and God is real, then also separated from God. In a prison of worry, anxiety, and the responsibility to carry the world on my own shoulders. Isolation. Hell. Hell is where life is not, like darkness is where light is not. Life is only here, only in this moment. Hell is everywhere else. I will admit right now that I may be completely theologically wrong, and that's fine. I have no interest in being right. I do have great interest in shining light on something when I see it. Here's what I see. I see life being skipped over by people who always believe they should be somewhere other than where they are. I see industry helping people go anywhere else, right now. I see a culture sitting on the starting line of their journey, never taking the first step because fear has them shopping for better shoes before they'll start. I see this in our culture, in our work, in our churches, everywhere. I see this in myself the most. I also see people waking up, lots of them. I see heaven coming, not on the horizon, or in the afterlife. I see it coming from right here, from within me, from within people. People are waking up and realizing heaven is in our possession, a gift given to us with a charge, to usher it in. We are the delivery system. I don't think ushering heaven in looks like believing or doing the right things. I think it probably looks more like stopping. Stopping to talk with our kids about Legos, Literally, as I was typing that, my son came in and asked me to fix his Lego guy. Stopping to be still for a while. Stopping to pay attention to our breath. Stopping and allowing ourselves to cry about something, or to laugh. Stopping the universe creating, the future living, the researching all uncertainty and discomfort out from our lives. I am sure it starts with stopping. Quiet rest. I don't know exactly what it looks like for you, but I believe each of us deep down knows exactly what it looks like for ourselves. I know it will start with a lot of letting go and a lot more trust than we're comfortable with, and a lot more uncertainty, discomfort, and even pain than we would like. But deep down, it is what we all want. Real life. We want to live. We want to be. No longer fragmented. No longer separated from where we really are. No longer isolated from each other, from God, and from ourselves. If we want this, if we really want to live, we're going to have to fight. The battle between hell and heaven is for the moments happening right now. And neither hell nor heaven cares about our silly future. The battle is real, and it is now. And you know exactly what you need to do. Thanks for listening. That is a sample chapter out of my upcoming book called Dance Again. Dance Again is a book, and it's also, there's a matching album, music album that I'm recording. And I'll be releasing both this year. And they're sort of part two to this sort of two-sided project, four-part project that I've been working on for the last few years. The first part was So Am I, which is a book and an album about our months with our daughter Olivia. And Dance Again, the book and the album, are written from the 14 months after Olivia's passing. So it's called Dance Again, Grief is Healing. And yeah, I'm very excited to share it with you. The book is coming along really much quicker than I expected, so I think it's going to be released very soon. So I'd like I'll put a link to this in the description for this video, but I've got 6 days left on a Kickstarter campaign that I'm running for the book and for the album. And it's a way for the community around us to just support the production costs of the project. So I think we've got 6 days left, something like that, and would love for your support. And then that will also get you early access. So you'll be the first one to have a book in your hands and the first one to have an album as well. And even before I get the print out to any of our Kickstarter backers, I'll be sending digital copies as soon as it's done. So yeah, please consider supporting. Please share this video or share the Kickstarter link if you can. And I'll be back again tomorrow to share another sample chapter. So thank you.